Hey guys, Joanna coming in. We have another battle replay here in Room 2. It is a 3v3 siege. The three attacking armies we have on the field today are Rome, Egypt, and Suebi, taking on Macedon, Saba, and Macedon. Let's get into the army comps real quick. We will start off here with Rome. Rome is being commanded by Raiden Dark 28. He's bringing with him 5 units of the Armored Legionnaires. One of them is up here on this tower here. He's also bringing with him 2 units of the Praetorian Guard up on their towers. Pretty solid, very, very solid unit actually. The other 3 units here on his towers are 3 units of the Socii Extraordinari. Very heavy melee infantry. He's bringing 2 units of his auxiliary cavalry here. Heavy melee cavalry, pretty solid. Should be able to do some pretty good charges, hopefully, if they're going to be able to make it into the settlement, that is. He's also bringing with him 3 units of the auxiliary Syrian Archers, and his general back here is a normal, there he is, normal general's bodyguard, standard general. And he also is bringing with him 3 artillery here. He's got 3 Roman giant ballistas, which I don't know what the rules are for this game. I have no idea. I've never seen 3 artillery for a team before, so that's going to be pretty interesting. Moving into his first ally here, we have Egypt. Egypt is being commanded by Arto Jomama. He is bringing with him 5 units of the Thoreo spears. I think they are, some of them are on the towers, maybe? He's got one here. There, we can kind of get a little glimpse here of some of the Thoreo spears. He's also bringing with him 5 units of the Galatian Royal Guard, which one of them is right here. Pretty solid infantry again. He's also bringing 2 units of the Thorax Swordsmen. He's got 1 unit of the Galatian Swords, which I believe are these guys right here. Galatian Swordsmen right here. Medium melee infantry. Not a whole lot of armor on these guys. So, yeah. It's pretty standard. Pretty standard units. He's bringing 4 units of the Egyptian Archers here. He's got them back here. He's also bringing with him a couple more young... Oh, these are more of his Thoreo spears there. Other 2 units of Thoreo spears here. He's got 1 unit of the Ptolemaic cavalry. Very heavy shot cavalry. Should be able to do a lot of damage. His general here is a unit of the Carian Axemen. And I'm pretty sure that's about the... oh, he's got his ballista here also. Another fixed unit of ballista. A lot of fixed units. So the 4 units of artillery we've seen, they're all fixed. Which, they do more damage, but they're fixed. So you can't move them. It's kind of... I don't know, I'm not a big fan of the fixed ballista. Yeah. So then we will swing over here and get into Suebi. Suebi is being commanded by Sparkle Pony. Sparkle Pony is bringing with him 7 units of the Sword Masters. Here's a couple of them right here. Actually, his general's a... there's more Sword Masters back here. Can't actually see his general. I'm imagining his general's probably a unit of Sword Masters also. Actually, we can't really see a whole lot of his units. Let's see, we can only really see his Sword Masters and a couple of his units of the Round Shield Swordsmen here. And then he's got a couple of towers on this side, which are some more of the Round Shield Swordsmen. So medium melee infantry should be pretty good. Let's get into the defenders here. We will start off with Saba. Saba is being commanded by Forlorn Warrior. He's bringing 11 units of the Masgat Marauders. Medium melee infantry units. 11 of them. That's pretty insane. He's got 8 of them out here in the field. He's got 3 more of them back up over here in the second tier of this settlement. Then he is also bringing with him 4 units of the Marib Royal Guard. Very heavy spear infantry unit. That is just that is a wall of death. And his general here is a unit of the Noble Swordsmen. Very just normal heavy melee infantry. Getting into his first ally here, we will deal with Macedon. Macedon, for the most part, is actually defending the town center and the way up to the town center. He's actually being commanded by Levi Oyster Cool 5262. He is bringing with him 6 units of his Thorax Swordsmen. is one of the units right here. He is also bringing with him 3 units of the shield bearers, one of those being his general, I believe. Yeah, we're not really going to be able to see them very well because they are just in this sea of pikes. He's bringing 2 units of the foot companions as well. That is pretty much unpassable. That is just deadly. Deadly. That is a solid wall right there. He is also bringing with him... Let's see, he's got 3 units of his mercenary Cretan archers, all inside the final town center victory point here. He is also bringing 4 units of his militia hoplites, which are right here, a little too far forward there. 4 units of the militia hoplites there. And he's also got 2 units of Thoreau spears, which are actually right here on the walls. Good placement for these guys. They will be able to throw their javelins down. So pretty good placement there with the Thoreau spears. Smart move there. That should round out the Macedon army, and finally we will get into Ginger or Ginger. He is commanding Massilia. Massilia is bringing 5 units of the Thorax swordsmen. It's one of the units right here. He's also bringing 5 units of Massilian Thoreos spears right here. He's bringing 4 units of hoplites. He's got 2 of them right over here, up near, well, closer to the walls, I guess. He's also got a bunch of units back over here. Let's see what he's got. More Thorax swordsmen, 2 units of the Massilian hoplites back here as well. He's got 3 units of the Gallic hunters, mercenary Gallic hunters here. Up near the town center. He's got 1 unit of light horse way back over here by this rear gate. I'm assuming this is going to be some sort of a sally out. I'm not entirely sure. Let's get in onto these guys real quick. And his general is a unit of the Massilian cavalry. There he is right there. Pretty sure Saba is the commanding general, so he will be the one that's giving the speech.
To arms then! Make ready, men!
Alright. To arms, men. Get ready. Alright, so what do we got? Swaby's not moving up just yet, actually. He's firing... Oh, he has a giant ballista as well. Okay, so we have 5 units of artillery here for the attackers. 3 of them being brought by Rome alone. Is Rome firing yet? Yes, his 3... artillery are firing. Let's try and get an eye on where they would be firing at. Looks like this wall's taking some damage. 11% damage so far on this wall. 23% here. So I guess he's going to try and make a breach point here, which makes sense. Breach points always give the attackers a little bit more of an advantage to try and get into the settlement. Swaby's pushing up 2 of his towers over there with the round shield swordsmen. This wall is being damaged. Is the Macedon artillery firing? Do not see the Macedon artillery firing. Saba's artillery is absolutely firing, though, getting some really good shots in onto this unit of swordmasters that are on the heavy battering ram here. Down to 124 men, 115 now, along with the towers here at the gate. This unit's going to take a lot of damage, down to 99 men already. Let's check back in over here, see how this wall is doing. 29% there, 23%. There you go, 35% there, 29% there. So I'm noticing that the defenders really aren't defending the walls. They are really pulled back from the walls, which, I don't know. It could go either way. I mean, you don't really want to give up the walls, because that is your first line of defense in sieges, before your infantry. I mean, so I don't know. We'll have to see. Massilia is pretty close to the walls. Looks like maybe they're going to try and hold this gate. I don't know. Maybe they're not going to try and hold the gate. I don't know. Saba Ballista here getting some more shots in onto this unit of round shield swordsmen down to 152. Which actually looks like he's trying to sneak some shots under the heavy galley here into this unit of Swordmasters. Working pretty effectively, actually. Down to 103 men already in this unit. So, pretty good so far. Let's see, Swaby Tower's moving up on this side. I'm not getting any eyes yet on any sort of defenders on this side. Oh, actually, this is part of the defenders. This is the defenders' view, so there are no defenders over on this side at all. So these two towers will be able to land and easily take this tower. Oh wait, starting to see some of the Macedonian Marauders start to move forward here. Swaby is already up on the walls though. Pretty sure they're just going to be able to take this gate, which is going to be pretty bad. Oh, actually, nope. So we do have a breach point on this side for Swaby. 3 units of these Swordmasters just funneling their way through. Nothing defending against them, so they're going to be able to walk right up this road here and start heading up towards the town center. Actually, nope, sorry. Cecily is moving over a unit of his Thoreo Spears here. Thoreo Spears, Peltasts, mercenary Macedonian Marauders for Saba starting to make their way over here as well. Yeah, if I was Swaby, I mean, I guess knock down these stakes, but not entirely necessary to do so. Let's see, does Rome have his wall down? Yes, Rome has knocked down one section of wall here at 100%. Looks like he's trying to go for this wall as well, which in fact he is. It is now down as well, so pretty good there. 2 breach points here. Egypt here is, for the most part, undefended against this whole front section of the settlement. And, oh, okay, so the defenders did push forward, but now they're immediately pulling back. I don't even think they got involved in combat. Yeah, nobody really even lost anybody. So, immediate mass retreat from this front whole section of this settlement here by the defenders, which is kind of confusing. Actually, they're just giving up this whole front section. I don't fully understand why they would be doing that. Let's see what Rome's progression is. Getting up closer to the walls here with his towers. He's actually brought medium siege towers with them, which makes sense. He'll be able to move faster, get to the walls faster. So that is understandable. Do have the 2 units of the auxiliary cavalry here making their way up. Looks like they're going to come through this breach point first. Let's see what kind of a target of opportunity they may have. I'm not seeing anything really that would be a viable target for them to go after. And Swaby is just not slowing down. He is just continuing to move up. Actually, wait, we do have some artillery fire coming way in to these back lines here, or front lines, I should say, that are way back in the settlement. It's probably a better way to describe that. This Macedonian Marauder unit down to 145, 149 here. Some of the Massilian troops have lost, some of the Massilian units have lost some men as well. Good shot there on that unit of the Thoreo Spears, lost 5 there. So here comes the Roman cavalry making their way in. Looks like they're going to just charge right into some of the Macedonian Marauders here. Getting a pretty good charge into this unit, actually. Down to 144 men in that unit. This unit down to 119. I don't think all of that came from the charge. They probably suffered some sort of an artillery fire as well. But we do have some cavalry engagement going on here with infantry units. Don't really know how well the auxiliary cavalry is going to do. Well, it's heavy melee going against medium melee, so they should be actually be able to do a pretty good job. Swaby is moving up some couple units of his round shield swordsmen here. A lot of the Thoreo Spears here just tossing their peelers. Get a little bit of a response from some of the Swaby units. Saba throwing out a unit of his Macedonian Marauders. More artillery fire coming in, actually. Pretty good shooting. Thoreo Spears here down to 123. So, wow, another big hit there down to 111. This unit here still at 150. We do have some units here of Macedon making their way out. 4 units of the militia hoplites beginning to make their way out to start defending this second area, I guess. I would call this the first area, though this is all, I guess, basically the ground floor of this settlement here. We have combat going on this side as well. unit of Macedonian Marauders getting absolutely destroyed by these units of Round Shield Swordsmen and Swordsmasters. 2 other units of the Macedonian Marauders back up over here, taking on 1 unit of Round Shield Swordsmen, but they are immediately going to be cut back. Oh no, sorry, one of the Macedonian Marauder here, the larger unit, is now coming out, going to take on this unit of Round Shield Swordsmen. Let's see, as the cavalry move... Oh, wait, is this? Swaby Cavalry over here. Swaby Cavalry just snuck their way around over here, and we do have a unit of ranged... 2 units of ranged, actually, 2 units of Germanic Slingers making their way around over in this direction as well. I wonder if the light horse saw any of that. I wonder if the Macedonian player saw any of that at all. Hopefully he doesn't come charging out of the gate trying to get some good shots in onto these slingers, because whatever cavalry here, I'm going to assume that was probably a unit of Riders of the Hunt there for Swaby. That Riders of the Hunt unit should be able to wipe up this light horse unit pretty well. Let's get back over here to the combat. We do have some more Roman troops over here, I should say. Socii Extraordinare, unit of Praetorian Guard, Socii Extraordinare. So 3 units of the Socii Extraordinare and 1 unit of the Praetorian Guard. Praetorian Guard are getting murdered. Absolutely torn apart by these Massilian Gallic hunters here. Wow. Unit losing decisively. You don't want to... If you're playing as Rome, you don't want to see your Praetorian Guard just getting absolutely destroyed by archers. That's probably a big disappointment there to this Roman player. We have a lot of combat actually pushing up through the streets on this side. Another unit of Praetorian Guard, some more of the Armored Legionnaires, yeah. 3 units of Armored Legionnaires, 1 unit of Praetorian Guard, 2 more units of the Armored Legionnaires making their way up. We do actually have a unit of Galatian Royal Guard here. Looks like they're going to catch this unit of Peltas out. And they're going to get into them. Good charge in there. That unit's going to get destroyed. Yeah. Regular Peltas not really going to stand up against the Galatian Royal Guard at all. See how combat is going on over here. So Macedon has moved over 2 units of his militia hoplites. One of them not faring very well at all, taking on these Round Shield Swordsmen. So far the attackers are doing very well. I mean, aside of the beginning here where they had the just easy walk into the settlement, they're doing very well. They're just cutting down a lot of these defenders' troops, but the defenders are throwing out okay units. Nothing really. I mean, they're these 2 units here, very heavy melee, very heavy spear infantry, but they're militia hoplites. They're not going to hold forever. They're not going to hold very long at all. Macedonian Marauders, this unit here wavering, they're pulling back. Yeah, back up over here. Actually, unit of the Galatian Royal Guard has now come around and flanked into the back of this unit of militia hoplites here. This unit is now routed. This unit's starting to waver. So yeah, the attackers are actually doing really good so far on this front area of the settlement. Let's see how they're faring up over on this side. Yeah, these units are just getting killed. These 3 units of Gallic Hunters are having a field day. Let's get an eye and see what they have for kills. 79, 70, and 87. Unbelievable. And oh, there goes a unit of Praetorian Guard. Broken. Shattered unit of Praetorian Guard. 31 kills. Amazing. Extraordinary here. 24, 45, and 32. Thorax Swordsman here with 89 and 63. Now we have a unit of the Macedonian Marauders making their way over. Going to get a simple flank charge in onto this unit of Socii Extraordinare here for Rome. So these units are, yeah, these 3 units are going to die. These 3 units are definitely going to die. We do have the Roman Archers making their way up, though. Syrian Archers, one of the best archer units in the game. Hopefully they will be able to do some pretty good damage. Along with the Egyptian Archers now making their way up as well. 3 of the units of the Egyptian Archers on their way up. Where's the last unit of the Egyptian Archers? Didn't he have 4? I thought he had 4 units of archers. 1, 2, 3. Oh, there's the other one, 4 right there. So we do have a unit of Armored Legionnaires actually making their way away. Looks like they were in combat with this unit of hoplites here, but they're going to pull back. Which makes sense. I mean, if you don't have to go that way, don't go that way. Just keep moving, though, because there are a bunch of archers up here. We do have a unit of Thoreo spears here for Egypt that just ran up here and just took a lot of peel of fire from these Thoreo spears. So actually a pretty good move there by Egypt. Pretty sure this was a depleted unit. He just threw them over there to take a lot of the peel of volleys from these Thoreo spears. So very well done there. Very depleted unit. Just taking out a lot of the ranged capabilities there from that technically front line, I guess you could say, of the defenders. Okay, so we have the Germanic Slingers. I did see the second banner. Germanic Slingers making their way up behind here. Now, for those who don't know this settlement here, this is passable all the way up here. You can sneak right up over here and usually just get some really good shots down, but Macedon is apparently well aware of that, as he is just defending the town center. I mean, he sent out his units of militia hoplites out there, but I'm pretty sure he just sent them out there and left them to die. These archers definitely had eyes on these. Definitely could see this one unit of slingers up here. They are not hidden. This is all woods back here also. For the most part, this is all woods. And then the other way is actually for the attackers right in the beginning. You can actually set units up back here to have them hold and wait, and then eventually bring them up this road here and fire down into the town center. Actually, some ranged fire in on this would be devastating for the defenders. Absolutely devastating. Let's see what's still going on. Yeah. So this whole front area, all three of the attackers are now inside the settlement. Ballista crews are now coming in as they are out of ammunition. Yeah. All the ballista. Actually, no. Egypt's ballista crew still back there. Did the, I guess he went out. Let's see. Is he over there? Oh, yeah, there's a bunch of dead horses. So he did try and come out over here, but they obviously did not do well, as there are 2 units of Riders of the Hunt over here. They have only lost 5 men in total between the 2 units. Saba continuing to pull back more of his Sabaean archers. Do have a unit of the Germanic Slingers here getting some fire up. Looks like they're firing at the Sabaean archers. Attackers are definitely going to want to save some ammunition for this. I know they can't see it, but the rule of thumb is, especially in these kind of settlements where it's multiple tier, you want to really try and save some archers or ranged fire for late game here, especially dealing with Macedon. Macedon players most of the time bring some sort of pike foot companion, some sort of, pike unit like that. So you definitely want to save some ranged for that. We do have some peel volleys going back and forth here. Macedonian Thoreo spears actually getting beat up pretty good. Down to 72 men. Look at all of the peeler in their shields. Wow. Oh, Thoreo spears actually going to charge their way out. 2 units here. Thoreo spears going to move up closer to this breach point here, or the beginning hill here, into the second tier of this settlement. Thoreo spears here for Egypt, tossing all of their javelins out into this unit, now down to 64 men left. So the attackers are doing a fantastic job so far. They're whittling away at the defenders. Actually, Sabaean archers here down to 36 men. This unit with 52. We do have some Massilian Gallic hunters making their way over here. This unit is still pretty solid, but they did use a lot of ammunition down over here. Are these units still alive? Oh, no, this is a ballista crew. Okay. Lots of archer fire going up onto that hill, which is completely understandable. If you have eyes on archer units and they have the advantage, try and take them out as fast as you can. Yeah, armored legionnaires here. I get that they're in there attacking Testudo, but they're facing in the wrong direction. They need to have these units facing this way so their shields are defending them better, because these guys, their flanks are wide open and the shields are on their other side of their body, so they're just getting hammered. This armored legionnaire unit down to 61, this unit at 78. Do we have combat going on? Yes, there is some combat going on up here, the beginning of this hill here for the Egyptian army, I should say. Sorry about that, just kind of was looking around there. A lot of range fire going up into the second line here for the defenders, but there is so many defenders, which don't know. I still don't understand. I mean, it's showing here that they didn't defend the walls, so they have more forces back here. So I guess, you know, it gives them more of an advantage in defending, but we'll have to see how this ends up going. So the unit of Galatian Royal Guard charging in onto this unit of the Macedonian Thurio Spears. These Thurio Spear units probably not going to last very long. For some reason, this unit of Thurio Spears for Egypt is in their square formation. I don't know why that would be, because now all of these guys back here are not fighting. I don't know why they would be doing that. Usually you see square formations when they're anticipating charges, and especially when Thurio Spears are defending, you would see them in square formations. Not entirely sure why he's in the square formation here, though. Swaby's starting to send up a unit of Swordmasters, a unit of the Round Shield Swordsmen. Galatian Royal Guard pulled back out of combat. Now they're just going to turn around and charge back in. Actually, okay, so they teamed up with the Swabian troops here, getting a big charge. I don't know what that's all about. Galatian Royal Guard there. That looked like a pretty decent push through, because the Thurio Spears were right here, and now the Galatian Royal Guard is in between them. Okay. Let's get into some of the combat here. Macedonian Marauders here doing a fantastic job side volleying. Actually, it looks like they did a number on one of the defending units here. Broke the unit of Thurio Spears there from Massilia. So now the Galatian Royal Guard and these couple other units here are going to be able to start pushing in further and start neutralizing this tower. Archer fire coming up over the wall there into these Thurio Spears. Massilian hoplites in a formation, but they're facing the wrong direction there. Oh, Macedon's sending out a bunch of units here now. He's got 2 units of Thorax Swordsmen, unit of Thurio Spears making their way over here. He's got 2 more units of Thorax Swordsmen here as well. Assuming they're probably going to push in, because this last line here of the Thurio Spears from Macedon not looking very good. 1 unit of the Macedonian Marauders here holding this flank of the wall, but the formation I should say, but they definitely maybe need to throw up some more units here. Is there any sort of combat going on over here now? 0 reason to attack over here. See, I think something that the attack, if you guys do ever find yourselves on this settlement and you're attacking, those ranged, the artillery that they brought with them would have been much better off having some artillery, some onagers or ballistas or something like that have wheels that can roll forward, because they could just move them up here and just destroy these defenders here. Destroy them. It looks like we're just going to have a big old slog fest here, so we're just going to zoom in and get some eyes in onto some of the fighting here. Picture. Saba's starting to fall down over here. Oh, that's the unit of Thurio Spears there from Macedon. They're starting to waver. Also got Marauders on this side, not looking very good, but the defenders have tons of reinforcements. Absolutely tons of reinforcements. They have Spears back over here, Royal Guard here. They'll be able to hold this choke point. They should be able to hold this choke point for a while. Attackers do still have a decent amount of infantry. A lot of swordmasters over there. I think their round shield swordsmen have already been used. Looks like this is pretty much all just... Oh, berserkers. Did not see them in the original army makeup there. 2 units of berserkers. That could be trouble for the defenders. Berserkers don't care. They'll fight forever. Until they die, obviously. They are very, very dangerous units. And Massilia is still just tossing more units of Thurio Spears over here, just waiting to toss them into combat for when the defending forces break. Rome's got some of his armored legionnaires here. Does he still have any of the Praetorian Guard with him? Oh, they are making their way around on this side. Okay. Okay. So they're gonna dual attack here. Thoreo spears and Galatian swordsmen taking on 2 units of thorax swordsmen. Unit of the mercenary Macedonian Archers here for Saba starting to push their way into combat as well. Here's the Praetorian Guard, the one lone unit of Praetorian Guard that is still left here for Rome. 119 kills, only lost 16 men. Yeah. This unit of Armored Legionnaires down to 135 with 80 kills there. 98 kills for this unit of Thoreo spears. Armored Legionnaires here with 62 kills. This unit of Galatian Royal Guard with 34. So they are actually, the attackers are actually sending up a decent force on this side, and there's only 5 units over here defending. They do have the towers to help them, though. Oh, what is that moving? Macedonian Cavalry General has made his way out of the town center. He's going to actually make his way over onto this side. Maybe he's going to stand over here. Does he have discipline? I'm pretty sure he does because he's a general. I think he does, but I think it's just a passive ability. It's not an actual posted ability there. Get back into the fighting here. This is actually starting to look pretty good for the attackers. They've definitely pushed this line back. They are making progress. Another unit of... oh, there is still more ground shield swordsmen here, but we do have another unit of the Galatian Royal Guard now pushing their way in. Unit of Saba Masgat Marauders starting to waver. Let's see as far as the defenders are concerned. Let's see what they have left at this front. Thoreo spears, hoplites, 3 units of thorax swordsmen. They're all on this side here. This side is getting close to breaking. Maybe. No, this thorax swordsman unit is still pretty solid. Okay. I will take that back. Thought that unit of thorax swordsmen would do a lot more damage than they looked. Still just pushing in more units here, deeper and deeper into these defenders' lines. Swing on over to the other side here, see how this combat is going. Yeah, just look at all the fire from these arrow towers here. These poor guys getting lit on fire. Here they come again. They never left. They've been right in your face fighting this whole time. Oh, ooh, ooh. Who's that? Mission Royal Guard, Mesh Pila Valley into this unit of thorax swordsmen. Thoreo spears being cycled out for the Galatian swordsmen. More Saba making their way down. Actually, the unit of the Royal Guard. They have now just assumed their shield screen ability, so they will be a lot tougher to push through, or, I mean, get through, I should say. I don't want to say push through. We already had one of those. So got Marauder unit pulling back. Yeah, attackers doing pretty good on this side. They have these 2 units of thorax swordsmen currently in combat. Right behind them is that unit of the Royal Guard. Which, if the attackers have any archers over here, which it doesn't look like they do, they don't have any archers over here. I would start firing into these. Actually, no, not even. I wouldn't even bother. Actually, there's the shield screen up. Their shield strength is much higher. Oh, good move here. Masgat Marauders getting up onto the wall, getting some Pila volleys down onto these Galatian swordsmen. Maybe getting some shots down onto the Praetorian Guard as well. Do have Armored Legionnaires who have just been hit with second wind there by the general. And we'll continue to push into combat, I guess. Do we still have anything going on over here? We don't need dead bodies from the slingers. I'm not seeing anything yet, and we can't see the slingers now, so they're hiding, which is good. Swabian player got them all hidden. One of the units of the Riders of Hunt still sitting out here. Oh, more defenders starting to break here. Oh, it's just a unit of... Oh, that's the attackers, Egyptian archers. Never mind. So yeah, defenders now starting to whittle down the numbers of the attackers. You can see the attackers really don't have a lot of infantry left. I'm not entirely sure how this battle is going to last another 24 minutes with the amount of infantry that the attackers still have. I mean, there's a decent amount of infantry on this side. Not a whole lot left over here, though. At least not a lot of solid units. Macedon actually starting to push back down the hill into this unit of the thorax swordsman here for Egypt. We have... Is there any infantry still in here for the attackers? You have one unit of the Galatian rear guard here. A lot of archers that are out of ammunition, which is not good to see. That is really not good to see. A lot of archer units getting thrown in here. That is rough. Yeah, Macedon's just really starting to push these guys back down the hill. Still have some archers here. What are they firing at? Oh, they're firing at the tower with flame arrows. Who's firing this unit of the Egyptian archers here? Down to 27 men left. Trying to do whatever they can do, I guess, to aid their comrades in battle. Fire damage is at 44%. Defender's still holding pretty good here. Sicilian general making his way back over here again. See if maybe he gets another ability. Yeah, he's just going to hit another rally. Make sure that his defending men here have their morale up. This is rough. Swordmasters charge again. Where are the berserkers? Are they still back here? They are. Looks like one of the units of berserkers starting to make their way up slowly. Just ever so slowly moving up. Yeah, melee attack 56, damage 25, charge 51, melee defense 66. Their armor is 10. They don't have any armor. But they look, I mean, they have frenzy, headhunt, and I'm not sure what that other ability is. The third one in from the left. I'm not entirely sure what that is, but I imagine it probably just does more output to damage for them. Maybe it's a scare or something like that. Let's check how this other side is going. Actually, the attackers on this side doing pretty well also. Thorax swordsman here starting to waver. But yeah, Massilius bringing more units down. The other unit of his Thurios spears has actually brought 2 units of his Gallic hunters back over here. They still have ammunition. They don't. Okay, so they don't have any ammunition left. Does Sabaean archers still have any ammo? No. Okay. So there's 2 full armies that don't have any ammunition. Macedon still has ammunition though. Yeah, his archers have been hanging out up here this whole time. They've probably gotten some of the shots off onto the... Oh no, they haven't fired a single arrow. Or they have, and they just haven't killed anything yet. Good for the defenders there. Have a whole bunch of archers for the defense as the attackers... Do the Swabian archers still have ammo? The slingers, I mean? Their swords are still on their hips, so I would assume the slingers still have ammunition. At least these 2 units here. The other 2 units, last time we saw them, they were up on that hill back over there. Yeah, this fire tower is only... This arrow tower now only up to 46% damage. Hopefully those archers stopped firing at it. Let's see. It says that they are firing. We also have a unit, the carrying axemen here, have moved up, throwing their peelers. So let's try and get some eyes on where this unit of Egyptian archers is firing. Yeah, they're just firing into this blob. This big old blob of infantry here. Attackers still doing pretty good on this side. Defenders starting to run out of men down here, but they still do have a decent amount. I mean, this... I can't get over this. No, I can't... I mean, I don't... This is just... I don't know many guys who would want to come up against that This right here would be another fantastic opportunity for mobile artillery. Just fire right into that. Flame shot right into that, and that would get destroyed. So yeah, it looks like the attackers are going to finally break through on this side. Still have Thurio Spears there. This unit of Hoplites still. Saba, Macedonian Marauders. 126 and they're wavering. What are they fighting? Swordmasters. So yeah, I guess that makes sense. He's going to try and get them out of there before they actually rout. Looks like he's going to be successful in that, but now this avenue is open for the attackers to be able to come in, and they'll probably be able to wrap around into these hoplites here, I should say, and start killing them. Macedonian Marauders actually regained their morale and charged back in onto this unit of Swordmasters. More units here coming on, they're making their way over here. Noble Swordsman General for Saba now down here at this front gate. Another unit of Royal Guard. So now, aside of one unit of Royal, actually no, this unit is pulling out as well. So actually, this side is defended. This back gate over here is not, this back hill, I should say, is not defended going into the town center. Hopefully the attackers will be able to push through here and just start cycling troops around. Oh, the Ptolemaic cavalry have now made their way up. Ooh, that could be bad. That could be pretty bad for the defenders. Oh, what is that? Roman general just charging into battle here. General already dead. No, he's just trying to shove his way through here. And that's not really going to work out because he just ran into a line of Thurio Spears there. This general is now not going to move at all. Now we have the Macedonian Archers, Cretan Archers here getting fired down. 2 units of Suebi units here have gotten around. They're going to start getting lit up. Berserkers getting cut down to 60 out of 80. Swordmasters starting to lose some men as well. Unit of Marib Royal Guard again for Saba making their way over here. I see pikes. No, this is Ptolemaic cavalry now trying to push in. Not going to go very well. Cavalry against spears are not really going to go very well, along with the archer fire coming down from Macedon. Yeah, this Ptolemaic cavalry is getting destroyed. Down to 39 men. Morale is definitely dropping. Get them out of there. Hopefully they can get them out of there and they don't lose everything. Oh, down to 30. That's rough. Yeah. So Saba threw the rest of his units down on this side to halt up the attackers' push. Guys, I just want to say, if you're enjoying this battle, please make sure to like and comment on the battle. Feel free to continue subscribing. Just hit 615 subscribers today. So, guys, thank you very much for the continued support of my channel. Glad to see that a lot of you guys are enjoying the content I've been putting out. Also, again, if any of you have any battle replays for Rome 2, Napoleon, Thrones of Britannia, Medieval, Medieval Total War 2, any of the, I have all of the Total Wars. So if you guys have any replays that you would like me to cover, feel free to send them on over to me through Discord. And just let me know what mods they are, stuff like that, what game it is actually with the replay. And I will make sure to cover it when I get the chance to cover it. Make a little bit of headway here with this unit of Galician Royal Guard coming around onto the side, getting into some more of the Macedonian Marauders. Oh, so the Suebi Slingers did come out, but they're getting chewed up by the Cretan Archers, yeah. That's rough. And they're going to disappear again into hiding over there. So let's see what the Cretan Archers have gotten for damage now. 35, 69, and 126. Wow. Wow. Slingers lost a lot. Macedonian General getting a charge in onto this unit of Swordmasters here. Looks like the attackers are making some progress again. Here comes the Ptolemaic Cavalry again. they're going to be able to sneak around, actually. Ooh, this could be big. Keep going. Keep going, Ptolemy Cav. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. Keep going. No, go this way. Come around. Oh, they're just going to stand. Are they just going to stand here? Yep. Oh. Goodbye, Ptolemy Cavalry. Okay, well, that would have been a fantastic opportunity for them to come around over here. I mean, they still had the stakes to deal with, I know, but they could have gotten them away from those archers. And yeah, Ptolemy Cavalry is now gone. That was a good move, though. Ptolemy Cavalry making their way through the line. Let's see how we're doing on this side. Yeah, it looks like the defenders pretty much have this under control. Still 13, a little under 14 minutes left in this battle replay. And that's pretty much all the attackers have left. They have some Thoreo spears, actually cycle charge now coming down the Macedonian cavalry general there into this unit of Galatian Royal Guard. 39 men left in that unit there. Onto this side. Looked like the attackers were starting to make some pretty good... nope, never mind.
Advance at speed!
Okay, well, this breach has been lost by the attackers. We do have the Royal Guard now charging down into this unit of Swordmasters for Swaby, carrying Axeman General there for Egypt. Looked like they were getting shot at there by some of the Cretan archers there. Cilia now throwing down a unit of his Gallic Hunters and a unit of his Thoreo Spears down here as well. A lot of slinger fire coming, though, into these units. We do have the Swabian General making his way up, unit of the Swordmasters. He's going to charge up to combat. Looks like the Egyptian General is making his way back around again. They'll be taking on a unit of the Thoreo Spears there for Massilia. General's just going to hold here for a minute. Get ready to unleash a volley here, maybe. Now the Massilian General making his way down. He's just going to come right on through here. Actually, so he is coming through. Yeah, he's coming through here. Roman General is wavering. Oh, did they run into stakes? Ouch, they ran into stakes. That's rough. What do we still have fighting back up over here? Thorax Swordsman taking on 2 units of Marib Royal Guard and a unit of Sabaean Archers. The Slingers have shown back up again, but they're getting littered again by the Cretan Archers here from Macedon. .191, 107. What was that other one's killed? 193, 195, and 111 kills with these 3 units of archers. Actually, Sicily General's got pretty good charge down here into these 2 units of slingers that were left here for Swaby. Probably going to just destroy them, as there is no infantry around to help them out. Sicilian Cavalry at 55 men, the 2 units of the slingers, 101 and 80. So actually, maybe they'll turn this around. Sicilian Cavalry now down to 52, 51 men left. Now, one of the slinger units is now starting to rout. Fighting still going on up here. Is the Swabian General is involved in combat. Looks like he... Oh, no, he's not. Okay. I thought he was surrounded there. Going by where this Marib Royal flag was, it was over here. I thought he was surrounded. Swaby not giving up, though. Still not stopping. 2 units of Swordmasters here cutting into some of the Marib Royal Guard. Moscow Marauders. Looks like the Cretan Archers have, Cretan Archers have done what they needed to do. They've stopped. Final unit here of Praetorian Guard 17 men left. They're getting charged in onto by some Sabaean archers.
Time to die!
Time to kill!
9 minutes left in this. 9.5 minutes left in the battle. I don't know how that is.
Tell us!
Oh, actually, Swaby's cavalry's come back around over here. I wonder if the Riders of the Hunt are going to be able to do anything. I doubt they will, though, because there's still a lot of spears here for the defenders. Macedonian General getting another charge in, charging into the back of the Swordmaster General there for Swaby. I think Rome is pretty much gone. Yeah, he's got one unit of armored legionnaires over there. Rome is gone. Rome has been eliminated from the battlefield. Oh, Macedonian General actually wavering. Down to 30 men left. His unit here of the Thureos Spears is wavering as well. But here comes the Sabaean General. Double Sword, just going to get a charge in onto the back of the Swordmaster General here for Swaby. And that's... Oh, no, actually, here comes the Swaby Cavalry. Let's see what they're going to try and do. I don't imagine that they're really going to be able to do very much. You're going to get a good charge. Was almost a good charge in onto the back of the Noble Sword General. Taking down some, now down to 90 men. Says unit is losing decisively. So that could be another general removed from the battlefield here. We do have the Slingers actually. Whoa, what was that? Slingers back up here at the top of the hill again. Looks like they're just going to stand here. Cretan Archers even... No, now they're starting to waver. Everything's starting to waver. Cavalry's still here though. Cavalry is still around. Cavalry's going to charge in onto mercenary Cretan Archers that came out of the town center. I doubt they still have any ammunition with the amount of kills that they got. Yeah, 193 and 195 with those two units there. But now even this, the Swabian cavalry is wavering. Swaby General has now routed. So I don't know what this last 7.5 minutes of battle is going to be. I'm actually going to make a cut here, and I'll bring it back when any sort of combat comes back in. So I'll be right back, guys. Hey guys, alright, I came back in here. Actually, the battle went all the way to the end, and there was really not a lot of combat. Nothing really to record, because it was literally units coming back from routing, getting close to units, to the enemy units, and then routing again. So it was just a bunch of running back and forth. Macedon did end up pulling his entire army out of the town center. The last thing to finally break was the Egyptian ballista crew here. As you can see, they're just starting to run away from the ballista. So, yeah, that was the end of the battle there. Sorry about such a big cut out of the end of the battle. I was kind of thinking maybe it was going to be a little bit longer of fighting, but let's get into the army comps here real quick. We'll get into Forlorn Warrior here with Saba. He's Noble General there with 143 kills. His archers doing fantastic. 153, 168, 172, and 107. His Marib Royal Guard, 182, 113, 134, and 174. Finishing off his army here with Masagat Marauders, 19, 35, 68, 85, 32, 25, 33, 118, 100, 40, and 108. So pretty good 2,000 kills. Getting into Level Oyster Cool 5262. Shield Bearer General, nothing. 2 units of pikes, nothing. And we have 2 units of shield bearers down here with nothing. Did not even see an ounce of combat. His mercenary Cretan Archers, though, 207, 140, and 208. So solid job with his archers there against those slinger units and the other units that were at that last choke point. His thorax swordsman, 232, 209, 158, 144, 53, and 63. His Thureos spears, 124 and 81. And his 4 units of militia hoplites, 41, 19, 9, and 19. He ended off with 1,707 kills. And then we have here Gringer B. something. The rest of the name is cut off there, so I don't know what the rest of your name is there, dude. Here with Macilia. Macedonian cavalry here, 118. That's a general. Light horse with 33, so they did charge out. They got murdered. Gallic hunters here, 154, 149, 123. Peltasts with only 21 kills. Like we did see that unit of Galician Royal Guard just pretty much steamroll them. Massilian hoplites here, 81, 58, 90, 54. Thureos spears here, 114, 109, 131, 48, and 46. And his 5 units of thorax swordsmen, 108, 53, 73, 60, and 57. He ended with 1685 kills. Getting into the attackers here, we have Arto Jomama here. He was playing with Egypt. His carrying axeman general was 66 kills. Ballista 250 kills. Well done there with that fixed ballista unit. Ptolemaic cavalry, unfortunately, only 21 kills. His archers here, 103, 55, 128, and 86. Getting into his Galatian Royal Guard, 281, 264, 79, 101, 150. So very solid with pretty much all of his Galatian Royal Guard there. This one unit only 79 kills. Galatian Swordsman here's 86. His Thorax Swordsman 91, 130. And the 5 units here of his Thurio Spears 55, 153, 74, 127, and 123. Sparkle, he ended with 24, 23 kills. Sparkle Pony here with Swaby. Swordmaster General 196 kills. The German Giant Ballista here 118 kills. His 2 units of Riders of the Hunt actually 134, 123, so pretty good there with that cavalry. Slingers 13, 18, 103, and 132. I'm guessing these are the 2 that were up on that hill that got shredded by Macedon's Archers. Berserkers, 1 with 277, the other one only 15. Round Shield Swordsman here, 179, 161, 167, 145. Solid usage there of those swordsmen. And the rest of his Swordsmasters here, 88, 118, 371 kills with this unit. 172, 265, 206. Wow. Really well done with these units of these Swordmasters here. Good job. Good job there, Sparkle Pony. Good job there. And then we have Raiden Ark here with Rome. His general 0 kills. Pretty sure they committed suicide. They ran into a line of stakes. Maybe he didn't see them there, or maybe he was thinking his general was going to come around the other way, around the back of the building, but they charged right into stakes. We pretty much watched them die. His 3 units of ballistas were responsible for taking down 2 walls, also with 21 kills for 1, 6, and 34. Auxiliary Cavalry 7 and 13. They charged into infantry and pretty much got wrecked. Auxiliary Syrian Archers here 38, 87, 42. Armored Legionnaires 141, 147, 52, 123, and 194. Praetorian Guard, one of them 365 kills, the other one with 31. That is sad to see there with Praetorian Guard. And his 3 units of Socii Extraordinari, 29, 38, and 47. Guys, I hope you enjoy the battle. Battle duration says 51 minutes. Probably going to be around somewhere around 43, 42 minutes long with that massive cut that I took out there. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please make sure to like and comment on the video. Feel free to continue subscribing to the channel. Like I said earlier, over 600 subscribers now. Guys, thank you very much for the continued support. And I will talk to you soon.